Today, we're going to talk about our immersion experience that we had when we went to Skagit Valley and participated in the migrant workers camp.
Right.
I think that was a really great opportunity for us to give back to the community. This whole journey, it was like a 2-day, but it was intense. It was intense 2 days, but I think for me, I learned what it meant to serve. And we met at a hotel, and I was amazed at how many people we got, and none of us knew really kind of what to expect.
You know, we started introducing ourselves, which ministries we're from.
So having that moment of reflection, waiting for our host, Jose, to come, and then we piled in our cars.
Right.
And then we kind of caravanned. Do you remember driving in and what it looked like? There were so many kids, and I think that was pretty cool. Let's talk about what the camp looked like.
It looked like a long modular home that was just divided into sections. There's like rooms, like multiple rooms in one long home.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that I remember is the bathrooms. Mm-hmm. The bathrooms were, again, kind of camp stylish, like you'd see in a state park, but there was no privacy amongst the showers.
Outside of their homes, right? There were numbers. And on that numbers, it would also say how many pounds of pickings.
Right. Because in this particular camp, they were picking blueberries.
Yes.
And then they were getting paid per pound.
35 to 45 cents. Per pound.
Per pound.
Yeah. Yes. Those are the sad things, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
the small quarters, the
bathroom situations, the number of amount that they
picked and what they're earning for the day. And so, of course, there's 20 or 30 of us as adults coming in to their home, to their community, and in some level, putting our own values onto their life, right? So we're going, this is, deplorable. I don't think I could share a bathroom, or this is too small for me to live in. But I don't know that it's reflective of what they're thinking and feeling. I didn't have an opportunity to talk to the adults at that time to see what they were thinking and feeling.
But while we were interacting with the kids, they were so happy to be there.
I know, they were beautiful.
They were so happy that we were there.
Yeah, I think there were like 30 or 35 kids. And with us coming in, being about 20 of us, we brought games and markers. And
It's so easy to say that, they have nothing,
Yeah.
But literally, in that moment, I even felt that there was more contentment. And so
when we left that camp that night, do you remember what it was like?
Oh, I remembered. They were just running
They
towards
ran to
our
our cars.
And then they were just like saying bye.
And then the real work began. Holy smokes, and what a perspective.
Right.
So the next morning, we all met again, did a little bit of reflection from the night before, I believe, and kind of gathered and centered our minds, which, by the way, I just loved. The first place we went was, do you remember? The farm. Oh my God. Because we did not go to their particular place of work. They took us to a private farm and gave us an experience and a taste of what their experiences are like. Right. We were in a greenhouse, and we had to till all of the weeds, the food that they didn't harvest, and it was incredibly difficult. Yep. It was hot. The sweat, the pain, completely exhausted after 2.5 hours.
Right.
And we made a dent, but it wasn't, there was so much more that still had to be done. And there were 20 of us that were really working hard. It was daunting. And I do appreciate it. And it was so funny because we're here to, again, provide our services. And they were so grateful and thankful that they were like, can we please cook for you? Can we grill for you? I want to go do something. And I remember having to stop them and say, I'm sorry. No, we're not asking anything in return from that perspective. That's not what we were here for. And then we were able to take, again, a small break and have some reflective moments and realized, how would you like to do that kind of work 5-6 days a week, 10 hours a day in that kind of heat? And then go home and try to feed your family, which took us
the food bank.
The food bank.
You're already working hard, but yet you still needed to go to a food bank to be able to feed your family.
Because 45 cents a pound, not enough money to feed your family.
One thing that I remembered was the shoes. There were brand new shoes that were donated, and everybody that went there had asked oh my goodness, is that for us?
Oh,
Remember that?
And you know what else they were asking about? School supplies.
School supplies.
Because it was back to school time, and they're like, do you guys have any school supplies yet? And it was just like, whoa, I'm sorry.
That entire trip, yes, I was able to make a dent, right?
Yeah, a small
contribution.
And thank goodness there's an organization like Providence that gives us an opportunity to provide those services.
And I am grateful that you served with me during that 2 days. So thank you so much for being there.
Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.